Hey, what's going on, guys? Bflattened here with a brand new video today. Today we're going to be going over Broken Things Part 2. I heard you guys after the first video, and you guys seem to request a completely broken items guide and tutorial, so that's what we're going to be going over today. So we're going to be going over three main things today. It's going to be a little bit more in-depth, that's why I'm only choosing three. So the first one, without further ado, is the Bloodstarbeast. So the Bloodstarbeast is an SMG that is from Dull. It is a really good assault rifle, or SMG, sorry. You'll see why I said assault rifle in just a second. It's a very good SMG. It does splash damage, elemental damage, but there's something broken with it, and I'll show you exactly what. So I'm in burst fire mode here. I'm going to go to photo mode just so I can capture the numbers so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So whenever I burst fire, not including the Radsplosion that just happened there, you're seeing on average 21,000 per pellet. 21k per pellet is consistent across the board, non-crit. Now, if I'm going to be putting on a artifact with SMG, you'll see something that's not so right. So I'm going to put on a class mod that has SMG damage here at the very bottom. Now, if I go down with the burst fire on the body shot, it should be higher than 21,000 because we're using an SMG with an SMG passive. Not including the Radsplosion, that's not the case. We're doing 21,000 across all pellets. It is very consistent, just like before. However, if we switch out our class mod and do something that does assault rifle damage, something might change. As you can see, our numbers have now boosted from 21,000 consistent to approximately 30 to 31,000. That is because the Bloodstarbeast does not get SMG passive damage at all. It gets assault rifle damage for some odd reason. It's kind of like the Boomsicle, in which it gets shotgun bonuses instead of assault rifle bonuses. Why is this the case? I have no idea, but it is completely broken in the sense that it doesn't get the boost that it's supposed to. So next up, we're going to be talking about the Facepuncher. Now, the Facepuncher is a very weird gun, but it does a little bit weirder things on Amara. Now, the Facepuncher it's technically a gun, and it's technically a weapon, but it's not a shotgun, but it does melee damage, but it doesn't get personal space. It's a very weird gun. So it does a few things, it doesn't do a few things. Depending on the exact skill and interaction, things will be different. The exact thing that is broken, though, is how it works with personal space, in which it doesn't. Amara's weapon shot deals bonus damage based on the distance to her target. The closer her target, the greater the bonus. Now, this just says damage. We know that the Facepuncher can dip into multiple different things. We know it dips into weapon damage, we know it dips into gun damage, and we know that it dips into melee damage. So it doesn't work with personal space, but it will work with things like Dread. Whenever any player kills a grasped enemy, their current weapon is instantly reloaded. Amara's gun damage is increased. It also works for things like Wrath with increased gun damage. So that will work, but personal space does not. Let's go ahead and showcase that now. So we're doing 45k. We'll change our distance a little bit. It's going to be 45k regardless because we have no skill points invested. Now, we can change it up and we can show you the shotgun damage. This has shotgun damage passive. 45,000 doesn't work. And now if we do points into personal space, we're going to get nice up and close and personal, and you can still see that it does 45k. It does not change, no matter if it says bonus damage or not. That is completely broken, and it doesn't really specify anything at all. So, that does not work. And finally, this is probably the biggest one. We're going to be talking about the Infernal Wish. Now, this interaction, it gave me a headache for how long this took. The Infernal Wish is broken in multiple different ways. It's a very good shield, don't get me wrong. But there's still multiple people out there that don't know about what is broken about the Infernal Wish. Now, me and other sources have definitely confirmed this after, God, probably days, maybe even closer to weeks in testing to make sure everything was working or not working as intended. And let's go over that now. I would show you this, but if I were to test every single one individually, it would probably take upwards of half an hour at the very least just to explain what's going on. I'll try to include screenshots with what I'm talking about, but this is what was summed up. So the Infernal Wish has shield parts. Like most shields, they have shield parts. So there are shield parts on the Infernal Wish that just don't work in the sense that it breaks the shield's ability. So the ones that don't work are Adrenaline, Capacity, Delay, Recharge, Reflect, Trigger Happy, and Turtle. If you have any of these shield parts on your Infernal Wish, I'll also put them in the description so you can visually see them. They will not work with your Infernal Wish. What will end up happening is the first time it will work. The triggering effect will work, so the first shot will be double pellets. However, the combustion damage will still apply to you, but every single time past the first time that it doubles up, the combustion will still persist. However, you don't get double pellets. So it'll work once, break, the combustion still goes through. You don't get second pellets if you have any of these shield parts on your Infernal Wish. Breaking the shield or using action still start will fix this issue until you return to menu or unequip it if you have these shield parts that I mentioned. However, putting on action still start or needing to consistently break your shield just to have it active sucks. So I would go with any other shield part other than those, or just go with a blank one. There will be options like double amp. There is I would honestly completely just go with no parts on it whatsoever. That is totally possible. Your best ones were probably going to be Capacity and Turtle. However, those are broken, so you can't use those until they get fixed. And I'll try to include some screenshots, like I mentioned earlier, about using the Plague Bearer in the testing phase to showcase exactly what's wrong with the Infernal Wish. So I think that's going to be everything that we can cover. I hope I described everything as technically possible as I can. We talked about the Bloodstarbeast, we talked about the Infernal Wish, and we talked about the Facepuncher and Amara. If you'd like to see a part 3 of this, let me know. We could do anoints, we could do stills, we could do augments, we can do absolutely anything. Toss in some suggestions, I'll cover it, and we can continue this series, because it's been a lot of fun so far. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Bflattened. I'm signing on out of here. Take care, all. Laters.